Hi, my name is Chelsea Bucciarelli, and I'm going to be doing the mini video check-off for health assessment lab. So first I'd walk into the room and wash my hands, so I'm just going to announce that I've washed my hands. Hi, my name is Chelsea. I'll be your nurse today.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Could you tell me your name?
I'm Taryn Risenen.
Yep. And then your date of birth?
March 4th, 2001.
Okay, and then are you allergic to anything?
No.
No. Okay, then check and make sure it checks with the records. And then when I walk in, I'm also just going to assess her general appearance, look at her hygiene status, her overall health status, see if she's in any distress with labored breathing or her posture is bent over or anything like that, which it isn't, so we would say that she's fine right now. Next, I'll assess her orientation by asking her a few questions. Could you tell me your name again?
Taryn Risenen.
Yep. And then where are you today?
I'm at the hospital.
Okay. And then what date is it?
December 3rd,
Yeah.
2020.
Yep. And then why are you here?
For a general assessment.
Yep. And then she got all those questions right, so we would say she's alert and oriented ×4. Next, I will do a pupillary response test. So I want to look at her pupils, see that they're equal in size, that they're round, reactive to light, which I will use my pen light, and then that they accommodate to each other. So I would say that they are round and both equal in size. So I'll have you look over, focus on the wall right there. Let's shine a light in your eye. Okay, and then we see that they constrict with light, and that both do. So I shined it in her right eye, and her left pupil also dilated and constricted. So we would say that there's accommodation, and then I would say her size of her pupil is about a 4 regularly, and then with the light probably a 2 millimeter. Next, I will just assess her skin, which I'll be doing throughout the exam. I'll be looking at the color, so it matches her ethnicity, that it's pinkish in color, that the temperature is warm, it's moisturized, no like abnormally dry skin with turgor, that there's no open wounds, drainage, or rashes anywhere. So right now I will assess her pulse points. So I'll look at her carotid first. I'm just gonna go right here. Then I'd grade that a 3+, I believe. Yeah, 3+ is normal grading. I'll look at her radial. There we go. Then again a 3+ rating. Then we can do femoral, which is along the groin, but I'm not going to be doing that. And then posterior tibial and dorsalis pedalis is on her foot. So I'll just go down here. Okay. Then again, they're both our gradings of 3, which is normal. Next, I'll check edema for any extremities. So I'll again do that while I'm doing the rest of the body assessment, just by lightly pushing on her like arms or forearm, her legs, see if there's any pitting edema. I'm going to assess her responsiveness to verbal commands, so I'll just ask her to do a couple things to make sure she's here with us. So I'll have you just raise your arms up, both arms, good, and then I'll have you wiggle your toes. Okay, and then she did both of those. I'm going to assess her extremity strength, so I'll do the bilateral hand grasp this way. I'll just have you squeeze on those, yep. Then I'll have you pull down on them and pull up, yep. Okay. And then I'll do the leg strength resistance. So I'm just going to have her push against my leg, yep. And then I'll push with resistance. Okay, good. Okay, now I'm just going to assess her chest, if that's all right. I'm just going to look to see that it's symmetrical in shape, and then we're also going to look at the anterior-posterior diameter. So you want to see that it's a 1:2 ratio, so 1 this way, 2 in the front like this. If it's not, it could show signs of COPD, and also barrel chest. Next, I'm going to palpate her chest wall for any tenderness. So I'm just going to feel anything? No?
Nope.
Okay, and then I'm going to palpate it for heaves and thrills also. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go under here. Breathe in. Okay. And then I don't feel any type of movement at all. So next I'm going to auscultate her heart using the diaphragm first. So I'm going to hit the 5 point places aortic, pulmonic, Erb's point, we'll do tricuspid, and then the mitral, which is also our apical impulse. Okay, then all sounds good. I'm gonna go again with the bell of my stethoscope. Alright, then all sounds good there, and then I'm going to do a lung assessment also with my stethoscope, so I'm just gonna go along the front of her body and then along the back side with my diaphragm. Okay, so I'll have you breathe in. Then again. Okay, again. Okay, again. Okay. Okay, again. Okay, good. And then I'm going to go along your backside also. Yep, thank you. Go up here. Perfect. And then everything sounded regular. We didn't hear any crackling or any abnormal sounds. So next I will assess her abdomen. So if I'll have you lay down, please. Thank you. Then I'll have you lift up your shirt. So we're just going to assess the abdomen for any scars, any hernias, anything visible, cuts or anything. Then also look at the shape of it and make sure there's nothing bulging or so. So we would say that her abdomen is flat, and then I'm going to auscultate her bowel sounds. So I'm going to inspect it, then auscultate it, and then palpate it, which is out of order than the typical, because we don't want to palpate it first because it could cause incorrect bowel sounds when we're listening and might move stuff around. So I'm going to auscultate it right now. Then I'm out of frame. I heard you want to hear movement and noises in the stethoscope when you're doing the abdomen auscultation, because if you don't, it could mean that there may be blockage or so. And then I would do it for another 5 minutes on each quadrant if I didn't hear anything. So next I'm just going to palpate the abdomen for any tenderness. So normally you would do the light palpation where you don't go in too deep, and then you do deep palpation also, but I'm just going to do like a one set. Feel fine? Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's good. There is no tenderness, and I did not feel anything abnormal, so I guess I'll have you sit up if you want. And that's the end of my assessment. Did you have any questions about the assessment?
No.
Any concerns?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.